Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Lee Van Dam here, and today we're going to talk about an action RPG on mobile devices that just came out. It's about 3 weeks old, and it is amazing. We're going to talk about Angel Stone. Now, I know it's really new, so it's not hasn't got around just yet, but it's something to watch out for. It's a great game to play. I'm going to show you some of the different modes, show you how everything looks because it's got a great single player. It's got fun multiplayer options, and a lot of stuff to be able to keep you busy. It's actually keeping me so busy that I only have 2 other games on my phone right now because of how fun this has been. But I'm going to go through a lot of the stuff, show you a lot of the different modes, and then I'll have some tips at the end, just to talk about things that I've discovered, things that other people have discovered, uh, just to kind of help you get started. Now, single player mode is just what you expect. The storyline is there, and you go through different areas and you complete all the missions to progress. Um, Now, the way you do the missions is interesting because you create your own path, and the game teaches you how to do that. But when you create your own path, it gives you flexibility, especially if you're going after specific pieces of loot, to make sure that you have a chance to get the things that you want, or if you need to finish something out or farm something, you can. Now, at the bottom, whenever you're creating your own path, you'll notice that there's a blitz button. Now, this is funded by Blitz Cards, and you're able to blitz once you rank S on a mission, and that just allows you to get the rewards of your path without you having to even play. Now, the Blitz cards, they reset every day, and you can buy them in the shop whenever it comes around. The shop is really cool because there's just random stuff in there, so you don't always have the same thing. And you can open the shop up to have more slots if you spend the gems for it. And the game gives you a lot of opportunities to be able to save up crystals or gems, whatever you want to call them, without spending real money. So all in all, it's really cool. The multiplayer has been very smooth. There hasn't been any lag, but it's really fun. The path is preset for you on a multiplayer dungeon, and so far I've had up to 3 people together. I don't know if it can be 4, maybe up just 3 people, but the dungeon's been a lot of fun, and you get higher level loot than what the dungeon normally is whenever you do a multiplayer dungeon. It has 2 difficulties so far. I've had normal difficulty, and then I've had heroic difficulty, and so I'm looking forward to see what else is going on because I'm only in Act 3 right now, and I've got a long way to go. At level 30, it's still really difficult, and the boss, she's nothing to play with. She's beating me to death right now. But as I progress more, I'll start putting some footage up, so that way you'll be able to follow along with how this game is going because I'm really enjoying it. All right, now this is the Demon Raid. Now the Demon Raid's really crazy. This is where you kind of get your ranking if you're not doing PvP, and this is where you can find a lot of unique angel stones and just a lot of really great prizes. So I'm gearing up now, and in the Demon Raid, it's just you versus a huge demon, and your skill set. You can check the mission report to see what the attribute is, so you can know what you need to equip with. Right now, I don't have all the angel stones, so I just had to go with my best loadout, which, as you see, the glowing angel stone at the top for the teleport. That means that whatever was going on was going to cause extra damage when I cast it because there was already an elemental stack for it. Anyways, yeah, you just go through this and it gets progressively more difficult. Uh, as you play it more and as you level higher with the Demon Raid, and you get more prizes, lots of angel stones, lots of money, legendary gear. So it's really great. And then every day when everything resets, you get gems and you get other prizes based on your rank versus everybody else. So it's good to try to do this every day because it makes having gems to buy things along with doing the daily quest really, really easy. So this is a spot that you definitely want to check out, and it's a lot of fun. Um, but that's all for the demon raid. I don't have too much more to say about it right now, except for that I'm a lot higher than. This is where it's at. This is it. This is PvP, which is crazy good in this game. So the object in PvP is you basically get put on teams of 3, even though it's not always teams of 3, depending on how many people are in the arena at the same time. You go around and kill monsters. Now the monsters give you special loot. They give you special crafting material to help you be able to create legendaries out of your blue equipment. But you go around, you kill monsters. Every now and then you'll get a goblin that gives you a crafting piece too. And the other side is designated by a red aura. Your teammates are a green aura. The other side's a red aura. You can see that the radar over there in the left-hand corner, the diamonds are players. The green circles are all the pets. And the red circles are all monsters or enemy pets. And the red diamonds are enemy players. But yeah, so you just go at it. And you want to get as much stuff as you can. But you have to hit the return to collect anything. So if you die before you get out, you don't get any of your loot. None of it. So you got to be really strategic with how you play, because you got to make sure you can get out before somebody kills you, so you get your stuff. Otherwise, it's not really worth it. But it's a lot of fun. It's really hard to see what builds everyone has, when they're fighting. But you could probably get some really good ideas just by walking around and following your teammates. Or it's a good place to test out stuff, because you're gonna have a lot of different builds. You're gonna have different builds for depending on what stage you're fighting on in the single player or dungeons, and you'll have different builds for PvP and of course for the demon raid as well. So it's all great, and it's really, really fun so far. So I know the PvP itself is gonna last long the way it's built, and that's a really crazy thing to have on a mobile game. So here we are, we're going to talk about crafting a little bit. Now with crafting, it goes a couple of ways in this game. You can reinforce your equipment, and right now I'm showing you actually craft a blue piece, and you use some materials that you get in PvP to turn it into a legendary. So you're really able to make sure your gear is top notch without having to always be lucky, because you can just really farm stuff in PvP, and then you have legendary equipment. And as you can see, it gives you an extra effect on there. And the next thing we're going to look at is just the reinforcing. Now the way this works is, you get the stat boost whenever you reinforce, and it's from whatever the minimum to maximum is. Now whenever you get to plus 10, that's as high as you can go, you're actually able to go back and reinforce the stats that didn't get the max value and try again. All right, guys, thanks so much for staying with me throughout this whole thing. And so I just wanted to end with some of the stuff that I've discovered that has really helped me, and it's just really, really cool aspects of the game, about the game, because the game is it's well built. It's awesome. So first thing is that, in a lot of action RPGs, you kind of hold on to stuff because you're waiting to craft the best things possible. With this one, you don't have to wait around. You get so much iron ore, and so you get so many reagents from dismantling things. So go ahead and reinforce your gear as often as you can, so that way you just have the best stats you can at that time. Because you're going to recycle a lot. And, when you start playing, especially when you start blitzing and you just getting a lot of gear. You know you're going to recycle a lot, so there's no reason to hold back in this game. One thing that you'll find is when you look at the missions, it'll tell you the elements and it'll tell you the preferred angel stones. So you can always be on the lookout for that. And if you have some that match up, they'll definitely help you, just because whenever it tells you what element you need to be, they're only going to take half damage from other elements. So you definitely want to match up in the single player mode and the dungeon, unless you've got a build that can compensate for it. And you can make a lot of those up because there are a lot of passives that give you extra damage, and there's a lot of angel stones that work in sync with each other. And you'll know when they work in sync with each other because not only do they tell you in the description what will cause them to give extra damage, but whenever that requirement is met, there'll be a halo around it to let you know to use it. Okay. The last thing, because I'm playing Shadow Mage, and so that's the exposure. That's the only experience I have so far. Whenever using teleports, instead of using the gesture method for the teleport, because that'll just teleport you normally to the middle of the screen, touch the teleport, and then you're able to choose where you want to end up at. Especially with spells like Blink that only have a second cooldown, you can really move around a lot in in PvP and other places to avoid damage. So that really opens a lot of doors for you. And that's about it, you know. But I really encourage you to get the game. It's awesome, you know. If you get on the game, let me know. I'm LVD on there, and I'll put you on the friends list. But you know, let me know what you think about it in the comment section below, and you know, be sure to like and be sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna have a lot of footage of this as well, because I'm able to play this on the go. And so I'll uh, I'll start putting this up because I can see myself playing it for a long while. But you know, until next time, guys, this is Lee Van Dam, and you all take care and God bless.